I am watching the squirrels run from branch to branch. They're pretty fast. I filled my hummingbird feeder. Still no hummingbirds yet. I went down and sit at the grave for a little bit. Talked to my grandma, grandpa, my uncle for a little bit. Yeah. Just keeping myself distracted, busy, all of those things, I guess. Yeah. I told my dad today. I woke up last night around 1:30 or so and I couldn't go back to sleep. But anyway, my dad had got a new lighter and I had told him about this dream I had about my uncle, and he was gambling or something, and I saw the dream of him rolling dice. And I told my dad about it and he's like, that's weird because I just got a lighter. And he pulled the lighter out and it was red dice. Yeah. And I said, that's weird because I had this dream and like, I said, that might be a sign that you're gonna get some money today. And he's like, oh, pfft. My dad doesn't believe in, like, you know, tarot cards, spirits. Like, I tell him my dreams and stuff and visions, and like, he's seen a few of them like happen and like in real time, but he always says it's a coincidence. He's a very logical guy. He was in the military. He said he had one experience where he talked with a psychic and it really freaked him out. It really freaked him out because the psychic that came here saw my grandma or something like that, or knew what my grandma wanted around the house about cutting a bush down or something. Yeah. I just feel kind of funny today. I've been really depressed today. Unusually sad. I've been going through a lot. I have went through a lot in my entire life, but you know what they say, God only gives the hardest lessons for the strongest warriors, so that's the way I try to look at it. Yeah. Being denied by your own blood, being denied by family. It's never fun. But I've always kind of been denied, so it doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't hurt any more than it already did or has. Some of my family members want to act like they're a grown adult and all that, but they're just as childish and petty. They just prove to me that they never did. I just love when people just prove my point time and time again. They don't. I mean, they literally don't know anything about me. Like, if someone was like, what do you know about that person? I bet you they wouldn't know anything at all about me. They wouldn't know, like, my favorite color. They wouldn't know my favorite movie. They wouldn't know foods I like. They wouldn't know my hobbies, my dreams. They don't. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just tired of trying so hard. I'm tired of trying for people that don't deserve it. I'm tired of trying to work really hard to build a bridge, but no one wants to put in the effort. They just, I don't know. They're weird, they're strange, they hide things, they have secrets. They act one way with one person and act different around me. I don't know who I can trust anymore. I don't know if I can trust anybody, like, to be honest. And it's so funny that I have all the pictures of the family still hanging up in the dining room. And they wanna write me a letter and say, oh, family should stick together, and family should stick together, but yet when you say something to someone, no one can say shit. But they love to get mad, act like a little kid, do the silent treatment. I've kind of been through all that with my real mom. I've been through that with ex-lovers, friends, family members. I don't want to play that game. Like, it's like a mental manipulation game. It's like they try to starve you for affection, or they try to like use your emotional weaknesses against you as ammunition. I mean, when I think back to, like, my blood family member, never once have they helped me, stuck their neck out for me, tried anything to, I mean, anything at all, like birthday card, like come seeing me. They knew where I lived, they knew where to find me. They didn't even try to reach out, they didn't even try to come find me when I disappeared. They didn't even try to, like, look for me. They didn't care that I was gone. They didn't care to know why I was the way I was. They didn't care to know what my reasons were for the way I acted. They didn't care. They cared more about their money. They cared more about them. They were selfish. They didn't give a fuck. And then they write letters to me like, family should stick together. That's funny. That really actually makes me laugh, because family should stick together. But yet, I lived through hell for like 10 years. I lived through struggling so hard. And I guess my family members think, because, I don't know, because I get SSDI or whatever, because when I was in 4th grade, I broke both my arms. My arms grew back bowed because my cast fell off. I've always had problems with grasping things. They're deformed looking. I almost lost my left leg. I have a huge scar over it. It gave me nerve damage. But I guess they think have no excuse to be drawing something that I have medical records from. I also suffered with chronic depression, to where it was so hard to get out of that I gave up for 3 to 4 years. I just gave up. Like, I wanted to die. I didn't want to live. I was miserable. Yeah, I felt like an orphan. I felt like nobody wanted me, like nobody gave a fuck if I lived or died, if I disappeared, never saw me again. Like, nobody cared, nobody. And then now, when I finally have like the strength to open up about my abuse and the strength to open up about my childhood abuse, hell, I have the records right in here. I can pull up any of these family members who don't believe me, don't whatever. I have the records. Like, I can literally throw them in your face. And like, where were you for that? Like, where were any of you for that? Like, that family should stick together, right? But yet family doesn't even like reach out to me. They won't even acknowledge me. Family gets mad like a little boy that gets yelled at by their mother and gives them the silent treatment. Yeah. They continue not to apologize. They continue to ignore me. They continue to make me feel like I'm not worthy of the family's affection, attention, acknowledgement. Hell, they don't. Hell, you can't, you never know that saying, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. I heard for years, like, just family talking shit on me, friends talking shit on me, that I don't do shit. And then when I finally, like, I'm an introvert. I always did things in private. I just never boast about it, never told people about it. And then when I finally put myself out there, like on the internet with my YouTube channel, and get like my work out there, get my art out, get my music out, get my videoing, my filming videos out, getting my editing out, getting my stories out, getting my lyrics out. Like, once I started doing it and then opening up about abuse to help other people that are keeping that horrible dark pain inside and not talking about it and not talking to people, like they turn into recluses, like hermits, like they isolate themselves. That's what I did for years. I isolated myself. I didn't talk to people. I was scared that in my family, who knew, who didn't know. There were some family members that knew about my childhood abuse, but only bits and pieces. Yeah, I was scared to talk to family because I felt like they would use it as ammunition against me, and see my weaknesses and my emotions and, yeah, use it against me. And it's a scary feeling when you can't trust anyone. It's like, you can't trust friends. You can't trust people you love. You can't trust family. You can't trust anyone. Like, and I just been sitting here alone. I don't even know how long it's been. I don't know how long it's been. And I'm just out here in nature, and I only hear animal sounds. I only see animals. It's so quiet that you're just stuck with your thoughts all the time. And I try not to be mad at my blood relatives, especially. You know, I always cared about all of my family, but to be honest, there's been some shady crap that's happened. So I don't feel like they're the same people that I used to know. And I thought I knew, like, my uncle. I thought I knew him. I thought I knew him well. He always at least pretended that he cared about me, but I guess he was like everyone else. Didn't give two shits about me, didn't give a fuck if I lived or died, disappeared, didn't give a fuck about me. But all of a sudden now he like suddenly cares, like suddenly like, and then when I say like, I had a right to be angry at something he said to me about not making a video about warning other women in my community about a sexual abuser. told me I needed to, like, and that, try to tell me that I shouldn't have made that video, which just mind blown me, like, to a point where I was like, it just really fucked me up in the head. Like, I thought he would be someone that would always be everyone in the family would say, like, everyone would say, my dad would say all the time that I'm just like Richard. And I don't know, I thought we were a lot alike in a lot of ways. But I guess not in every way. I would never tell someone who was abused to not talk about it, especially since I went through abuse as a child and I held it in my whole life. I don't know why it hurts me so bad. I don't know why it hurts me so bad. But it does. Because out of everyone, I feel like he was the only one that really did genuinely care besides my cousin Jesse. I was bullied relentlessly in high school, and Jesse was the only one that stuck up for me, defended me, talked to me, and I never forgot that. I always known that Jesse was a nice person. Am I a little surprised that I haven't met any other kids? Yeah, I see the pictures of the two boys on the fridge, and I have pictures up of my other cousin's kids up, their two daughters, and I mean, they're pretty much grown and they never even met me. First time they saw me was at my Donnie's funeral, I guess, burial. Yeah. First thing my uncle said to me when he saw me wasn't hi, wasn't oh my god I missed you, wasn't a hug. He said, I thought you fell off the face of the earth. And I tried to hug him multiple times and he wouldn't. He made the excuse that he was around a lot of people and it was COVID. That's fine. Not like he ever hugged me before. I'm a really sensitive person, but I kind of feel like I was raised by wolves sometimes and I have to protect myself emotionally. And so I just push people away and I hide. Because it's less painful than someone that smiles in your face and hates you behind your back. My family's always been kind of messed up. A lot of families out here are. I guess my uncle, I don't know, I guess since he was raised by the black side of the family, I just think he just feels like he's a black. He doesn't think he's like related to me, doesn't think. I don't think he sees me as family. I don't think he even sees me as a person. I don't think he sees me as someone that gets really hurt by things he says and does. Yeah. I've never once asked him for anything, ever. All I ever wanted was him to care, and have some humanity and compassion and mercy. And it would be nice to have, you know, a healthy relationship with one family member. Hell yeah, I got rejected by my real mother's family, my real mother, rejected by my step family, and my own blood family doesn't want me. Like, wow. I always kind of felt alone in the world. I always just learned to live detached. Always learned to live isolated and to not get close to people because they hurt me. They don't care how they treat me. They don't care what they say to me. They don't care how their actions and words make me feel and make me want to harm myself because of it. They just don't care. Like, they don't care that it makes me feel unloved, unworthy of I don't know. I don't know what I ever did to my uncle for him to hate me so much, but I guess because he hates my dad, that means that he has to hate me too. My dad and his brother fight, like, they're both very hard-headed people. They both think they know everything and they don't. They're both very different. I'm stubborn too, but I am very sensitive, and it actually hurts. Like, it physically hurts my heart. Like, I've been so just messed up in the head after what my uncle did, like, and then not even coming and visiting me, not trying to talk to me, not trying to have any sort of relationship with me, pretty much ghosting me like a playboy, like, literally like a fuckboy that ghosts a chick. Like, he literally ghosted me and he's my uncle. Like, damn, like, fuck. Yeah. That's okay. I've kind of just learned to live with pain. I've learned to live in just a emotionally detached way because it's less painful that way. I just like to think maybe one day my uncle will see me worth something to him. Maybe one day he'll see I'm worth some time in his life, but if not, that's okay, I guess. I just learned to let people do what they want to do, even if it's going out on their own and just living whatever life they want to live. Like, yeah, I don't know. I try to think in my mind every possible way that maybe my uncle doesn't like me for, and I can't think of anything. Like, yeah, we got in a fight. Yeah, we said things to each other. We both said things we probably shouldn't have. But that's kind of what happens when you hurt someone's feelings. They say things. But I also kind of feel like my uncle takes out his anger and jealousy and hatred out on me when I have nothing to do with that. I don't know. I've tried everything I could do. I went to Easter, tried to build a bridge, but that's okay. Like, some people just, no matter how hard you try, I learned that with my real mother. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, people don't want to love you. No matter how much you may want something, the other person may not. So, and it hurts. But you have to learn to let go and detach and realize someone is treating you unfairly like that. It's time to just detach and let go of any outcome, because it's too painful. It's just too painful. These two squirrels are chasing each other. I really wanted to put a squirrel feeder out, but my dad says no because squirrels tear things up. Yeah. I wonder what my uncle would think. I wonder what my dad would think if they lived a life like mine, where their brother dies and they don't get to say goodbye. They don't get acknowledged. I wonder if that would make them stop being so nasty with one another. I doubt it. Even today, like, I was eating breakfast with my dad. I always make breakfast for him. I made eggs and stuff. I made him an egg sandwich. And then he says, "You're just like Richard. You eat just like him. You eat so fast." And it just, like, him saying that, and then just remembering that my uncle doesn't want anything to do with me, doesn't love me, doesn't care about me, doesn't know anything about me, doesn't even want to try to have a relationship with me. yeah, it just triggered me and just put me in a really bad mood because sometimes I wish that, sometimes I wonder if it was better if I would have just stayed gone. If I would have never came back. That way, like, I don't know. Not to feel the rejection all over again. It just felt like being rejected all over again and just feeling those wounds all over again of being rejected by my mother, being rejected in relationships, being rejected by my brother, being rejected by my step family, being rejected by my family, and it's just like his rejection was just like, it was just like the last, it was just like the last thing that just like, oh God, it just really hurts. It like, my heart is like racing right now, and it's beating so hard in my chest that I feel like sometimes I'm gonna pass out. And my dad keeps saying that I'm overthinking it. I overthink too much, and that's what's causing me to get so upset. And he keeps saying he doesn't hate you, he doesn't hate you, but yet his actions show me otherwise. I don't know anymore. I really don't. Like, I think my uncle thinks I'm a terrible person. I guess he thinks I'm evil because I do tarot cards. I guess he thinks, I don't know what he thinks about me. It's obvious he doesn't think too fondly of me. I don't know what I ever did to him. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I went down to the grave today and I talked to my grandma, my grandpa, my uncle, and it helped a little just having someone to talk to. I guess it was stupid to think that. I guess it was stupid to think that. I don't know, I thought my uncle would come over here regularly, like on the weekends. I don't know, build something in the garage. I don't know, I just kind of thought like he'd show me how to build things or something. Like, I always liked tools and building things. If he ever tried to get to know me, he would have known that. I always liked to learn how to do things, fix things, build things. When I was with my dad, I would sand and stain and paint things. I always helped when he was fixing things around the house. I don't know, like, in an ideal world, like, I guess I wanted my uncle to come over every weekend, us have music, barbecue or something, and him show me how to build things. Like, and how to fix things around the house. Tell me what it was like when he grew up. Tell me funny stories. I remember when I was a kid, he used to do magic tricks. He played the guitar. And I don't know, that I just thought, I don't know what I thought. I don't know what I thought. All I know is it just hurts inside. It hurts being constantly rejected. And like I said, that old saying, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. I try to get myself out there on the internet to try to make something of myself, and then everyone hates it, like, and tries to stop me, tries to, I don't know, like, and I wasn't doing anything. Everyone said I was lazy. But then when I try to do something, everyone says I'm not happy with what I have. I'm not, like, just like, I can't win, like, I just don't know what the answer is to winning. I'm just trying to be happy. I'm just trying to do things that I enjoy doing, that keep me occupied. Like music videos. It taps into my creativity. Tarot cards. It taps into my spirituality. And I don't know, like, I don't know what the answer is to getting people to love you, and maybe that's my problem, is I'm a people pleaser, and I just want everyone to be happy, and I just want to be loved. And then when they don't love me, like, I get pissed because I bend over backwards, and I try so hard to be a good person, and I try so hard to help people, and it's like I feel like I'm just not appreciated, no matter what I do. No matter how hard I try. I don't know. And see, this is the problem, is like, I don't know. You know, maybe I guess my dad was right that you can't trust family. The family will screw you over before anyone. There's just so much stuff that I've found out through my dad too that I was just like surprised. I never would have thought about my uncle, but then when you find out, it's like, wow, like I never would have thought like he would have done some of that stuff. And it's like, maybe the whole time I've known him, he tried to pretend to be someone that he's not. I don't even know who he is. Like, I genuinely don't know. Like, I just don't, like, I don't know. I guess it's best that I just stay here alone. It's best to just stay away from everyone, because then no one can hurt you.